So, good morning everyone. I am Mark Jeff T. Briones reporting you the theory of Myra Levine. So, Myra Levine was known because of her theory, which is the conservation model. But before we start, let us talk about her background. So, in 1920, Myra Levine was born in Illinois, Chicago. She is the eldest among the three children. She developed an interest in nursing because of her father, who was frequently ill because of gastrointestinal problems, and it needs nursing care on every occasion. So Myra Levine died on March 20, 1996. At the age of 75, she drops a legacy as an administrator, educator, friend, mother, nurse, scholar, student of humanities, and wife. So, this is her educational achievement. In 1944, she got her diploma in nursing in Cook County School of Nursing in Chicago. In 1949, she graduated Bachelor of Science in Nursing in University of Chicago. And in 1962, she finished Master of Science in Nursing at Wayne State University, Detroit. So, this is her achievements. Clinical experience in OT technique and oncology nursing, civilian nurse at the Gardiner General Hospital, Director of Nursing at Drexel Home in Chicago, clinical instructor at Bryan Memorial Hospital in Lincoln, Nebraska, administrative supervisor at University of Chicago, chairperson of clinical nursing at Cook County School of Nursing, visiting professor at Tel Aviv University in Israel, and authored 77 published articles. So, the conservation model. The goal of the model is to promote adaptation and maintain wholeness using the four principles of conservation. So, model guides the nurse to focus on the influence and responses at the organismic level. So, this conservation model believes that nursing intervention is a conservation activity with the four principles as a fundamental concern. It guides nurses with the provision of care that will help and promote the health of the patient by concentrating on the importance and responses at the level of the person. So, every patient has a different array of adaptive responses, which vary based on personal factors including age, gender, and illness. So, this theory could be applied when an individual is in a phase of conservation, and it means that the person has been able to adapt to the health challenges with the slightest amount of effort. So Levine presented three major concepts on her conservation model aside of the four conservation principles. So these are the concepts. One is adaptation. It is the process of change and integration of the organism in which the individual retains integrity or wholeness. So adaptation is described into three characteristics. One is historicity, second is specificity, and third is redundancy. So, historicity, if it is a historical process kung based siya sa past experiences. Specificity naman, because each system of every person ay very specific to a stimuli. And redundancy, if a one system is not able to ensure adaptation, so another system will take over the job. and complete it. So, yung kakayahan ng bawat tao na mag-adapt sa paligid niya is called organic response, which is divided naman into 4 types. First is flight or fight response. This is the response when the person is in dangerous situation. For example, you have been threatened or nakaramdam ka ng kaba sa isang lugar. Second is inflammatory response. Responsible intended pag nasaktan yung isang tao physically or example, injured tissue due to bacteria damage. So, magre-release ng chemicals yung cell para sa healing. So, inflammatory response promote healing process. Third is stress response. So, it is influenced by stressful experience encountered by person. Fourth is perceptual response. So, it involves gathering information from the environment. So, this is the 9 models of guided assessment. Vital signs, such as body temperature, pulse rate, respiration rate, blood pressure, body movement and positioning. Administration of personal hygiene needs. So, it is the provision of hygiene needs to the patient. Fourth is pressure gradient system in nursing interventions. Nursing determination in provision of nutritional needs. Pressure gradient system in nursing. Local application of heat and cold. Administration of medicine. Establishing an aseptic environment. So next to concept of adaptation is conservation. It includes joining together of the life system or the wholeness of individual. It is also a product of adaptation. Third concept is wholeness. Exists when the interaction to the environment permits the assurance of integrity. So in this concept naman, yung nurse is itatry niya i-address yung patient sa internal and external environment para ma-view niya yung patient as a whole person. So, this image will show the conservation model and the different concept that it holds. So, as you can see, the core of the conservation model is to improve the physical and emotional well-being of a person by considering the 4 domains of conservation. So, the principle of conservation. 1 is conservation of energy, availability of adequate rest, sustainment of adequate nutrition. So, in the conservation energy, it is important for nurses to balance and renew the patient's energy in order to maintain life. Example, when a patient is from surgery, so we should let them rest muna and provide food to maintain their nutrition and give them more energy. So second principle of conservation is conservation of structural integrity. It refers to maintaining or restoring the structure of body, preventing physical breakdown and promoting healing. So in this principle naman, it is important to assist the patient in their recovery and healing. So the third is conservation of personal integrity. So recognizes the individual as one who strives for recognition, respect, self-awareness, selfhood, and self-determination. Tapos, and in this principle naman, let us support the patient. Example, the patient said that he or she could clean herself or himself. So let us leave them and provide them privacy. And after what they have done, we should give them recognition, for it will encourage them. It will encourage the patient. Fourth is conservation of social integrity. So an individual is recognized as someone who resides in a family, a community, a religious group, an ethnic group, a a political system, and a nation. So, in this last principle, napaka-importante na ma-provide natin yung patient natin ng mga social activities or kahit meron silang companion sa tabi nila. So, in that case, the patient would feel that there is someone providing them support. So, the meta-paradigm of nursing in the conservation model. First is person. Is the unique individual in unity and integrity, feeling, believing, thinking, and whole. A holistic being who constantly strives to preserve wholeness and integrity. So health. Health is the pattern of adaptive change of the whole being. So health here may be viewed na hindi lang yung healing ng isang part ng tao. Levine's theory views this as yung kakayahan ng isang individual na bumalik sa mga dati niyang ginagawa na walang hadlang. So, environment. In the concept naman ng environment, it includes both internal and external environment. So, in internal, homeostasis. It is the state of conversion, energy sparing. And homeostasis, it's stabilized flow rather than static state. Sa external naman, it is operational, perceptual, conceptual. In operational, it is the undetected natural forces, example, radiation, microorganism, and pollution. Sa perceptual, it consists of information that is recorded by the sensory organs, including light, touch, temperature, yung natitaste natin, and smell. So, sa conceptual, this is influenced by language, culture, ideas, and cognition. And lastly, nursing. So, nursing described as a profession as well as an academic discipline. Always practiced and studied in So, last meta paradigm is nursing. Nursing described as a profession as well as an academic discipline. Always practiced and studied in concert with all the disciplines that together from the health sciences. So it is the human interaction relying on communication rooted in the organic dependency of the individual human being in his relationships with other human beings.